Do not attempt the training techniques you are about to see without consulting a professional. Tonight on Cesar 911, a family friend adopts a dog whose owner passed away.
It was the hardest thing I've ever gone through.
You have an emotional attachment to this dog. It's almost like we're prolonging this past.
And the new owner wants to give her dog a new life.
I want him to have the best life. That would be the most meaningful thing for me to kind of give to my friend.
But the new life causes stress to both dog and owner.
Leon is aggressive towards people. He's dog aggressive.
If the dog cannot be rehabilitated,
He'll bite him. He'll bite him.
animal control could be called in.
It's not an option to lose Leon.
Will this owner suffer another tragic loss?
Oh gosh, this is so bad.
Oh my gosh.
This is Cesar 911. Cesar has received an urgent 911 call from whistleblowers Sue and Sonny, who are concerned their good friend's dog has become traumatized after a tragic event that recently occurred in all of their lives.
How are you, ladies?
Hi, Cesar.
Nice to meet you.
How are you?
How you doing? Great. I love where you live.
Thank you.
Yeah. So what can I do? How can I help?
Well, we're really concerned about our beloved dog, Leon.
He's been through a lot. We lost our dear friend Lisa.
And Lisa is...
Lisa was my daughter, and she loved Leon. She adopted Leon when he was 3 months old. And she passed away about a year ago. We were on a cruise in the Mediterranean, and she came down on the last day with a very high fever, and they discovered she had meningitis. And then Lisa had a seizure, and by the time the paramedics came, she was gone. Losing a child is probably the worst punishment anybody can have. And losing a special girl like Lisa, it's hard. Hard. Lisa adored Leon from the time he was 3 months old to the time she had him for 4 years. She felt like that was her child.
I can even put my fingers on, what it would be to lose your daughter in this case. That's just a heartbreaking pain that no parent should ever have to go through. Was Leon there when Lisa passed away?
Yes. I was the first responder on the scene. When I got in and I saw that Lisa was not responsive,
Right.
and I called the paramedics, they instructed me to put any pets away. So I had to remove Leon from the situation.
Right.
But I'm sure he could hear the 6 paramedics coming through the door. Losing someone so unexpectedly is just such a shock. I can only imagine how panicked Leon was when he saw his mom down. And it happened so quickly, and I felt awful having to clear him out of the room because I know how worried he was.
Do dogs experience trauma? I mean, all these paramedics walk in and all of a sudden they take her out and then he never sees her again. Would that traumatize him in any way?
He does experience the moment. Now, it's up to you to let him hold on to the moment.
Okay.
Because we humans hold on the past. So we carry on this feeling for many, many, many years. So the dog has been told to feel this way. I can tell these people are hurting, but grieving like they are is bound to have an effect on the dog. So when Lisa was with us, how Leon behaved?
Always kind of skeptical of strangers at first.
So he was unsure. Then from that point on, what happened to Leon?
Our friend Caitlin has adopted him.
Yeah.
And since then, he's had some really big issues with aggression. I think anytime he feels threatened for Caitlin,
Right.
he attacks.
Yeah, I think he's being really protective.
You think?
Yes. It's an issue for
Yeah.
Caitlin, and she's had an instance where Leon bit someone, and they reported him to the authorities.
Yeah.
And so they told him if the dog bits another person, they will take away the dog. Certainly very concerned.
A dog that bites people is really in a bad situation. I need to find out what causes his aggression.
We're both very attached to Leon because, you know, I think through Leon, we have an attachment to Lisa.
Yes, you have an emotional attachment to this dog. So to you, he is a human.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus he connects you to a human.
Right.
He was like the grandkid that I never had.
All right. Talking to Sue and Sonny, it's clear that everybody around Leon is projecting their human emotions on him, and that can backfire. Instead of comforting this dog, it could actually be triggering his attack, which has gotten them in so much trouble.
Anything that you can do to help will be wonderful.
I can't wait to meet him.
Well, Caitlin's coming back from walking Leon, so I'd love to get this started.
Okay, let's
All
go.
right,
Let's
all
go.
right.
Let's go see it. Let's make this dream happen.
Sue and Sonny take Cesar to meet their friend Caitlin and her boyfriend Andrew as they try to take Leon for a walk.
See how she's pulling herself back? See, by pulling herself back, she's telling him to go forward. That's a fight, see now? She's holding the leash, that's how the dog is already moving forward. That's not good. Hold on. Kaylin, hey! This situation is very serious. The way Kaylin is pulling on the leash, it makes Liam become very aggressive. I need to show Kaylin how to get control of her dog before someone gets hurt. Can we just switch it? I'm just gonna show you how to do it a little much easier.
Sure.
This is good. So we're gonna actually put it all the way on the top. It gives you a better leverage.
Okay.
It changes the mind way better than if you put it on the bottom. Okay, this is what dog show people use it,
Okay.
and this is what fighting the people use it. So you pretty much have it in a position where it triggers this Goliath, this gladiator state of mind.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm Andrew Larson.
And I'm Caitlin Kress. We live in Irvine, California, and we have a problem with our golden chow, Leon. A little over a year ago, our best friend Lisa passed away, and we ended up taking Leon in as our dog. He has really helped me heal in this last year, because I just feel like she's not completely gone. You know, I know how humans deal with trauma and loss. I don't know how dogs go through it, but it's been so nice to have him to go through this with. Lisa passing away was the hardest thing I've ever gone through. When we first got Leon, he was great. He was, you know, the Leon I always knew. And then after about 2 weeks, he kind of just seemed to snap. Leon is dog aggressive. He's aggressive towards people. He's trying to attack. He's trying to get at them.
He had an incident while we were on a walk where he did end up biting a lady,
He'll bite him. He'll bite him.
and animal control was called. And ever since that moment, we've had to be very careful about what kind of environment we put him in.
It's not an option to lose Leon. There's no possible way that I would let him, you know, be taken away. I think Cesar is our last hope because the situation is so sensitive and it's, you know, pretty high risk. So this is kind of, you know, the end of the road as far as hope goes. We really need Cesar's help, and pretty urgently.
Okay, I'm gonna do like an obstacle course, so you can watch what I just watched.
Okay.
I'm gonna go like this, yeah, okay?
Okay.
You can watch.
Am I going with you or am I
No,
staying
just watch,
right
just
here?
watch.
Okay.
Just hyperventilate over here. So I have some of my crew members standing with different dogs, small dogs, big dogs, pit bulls. I need to see how Liam behaves around other dogs when he's away from Kaylin. Look how he's looking at him. Right, this is why I'm teaching him how to respond to that eye contact.
Okay. See, he's growling. I'm getting my increased heart rate.
You are? Feeling okay?
Right there.
You good?
I think so. I was getting anxious thinking about Leon walking up to this big pack of dogs. But I knew he was in good hands, so I just kind of calmed down. And I think just seeing how confident Cesar is, it's so reassuring.
So you have to see that nobody's gonna hurt him. This is not just an aggressive dog. When I took Leon away from Kaylan, he got tense every time we got near another dog. His ears went up, he began to growl. This tells me this is an anxious dog, which can lead to aggression. But after a few corrections at the right time, he returned to a calm state. However, when I look over, Kaylan was getting really anxious just watching me walking.
I'm getting my increased heart rate.
It's clearly that her anxiety makes Leon even more anxious, and then he latches out to any possible threat. I need to show Kaylan how to identify when he gets anxious and how to correct him when he gets aggressive. Look at the tail, communication. Look at the tail, look at the ears, right there. The correction is to block the mind from escalating. Now, if I correct and I stay tense, I'm not correcting, right? So the touch, right there, there you go. The touch is just to break the concentration of the brain.
Need to tap him in the back?
Well, that's just what I do. You don't have to tap him in the back. It's just the quickest way to get the reaction. Look, see, you get this. The foot tap is a soft touch that snaps the dog's brain out of his anxious state.
Where I run into a problem also is when because I'm hyper alert too when I'm with him because of the situation. When I see him relax like this and then I relax is when people get bit in my house. In this stance, can I trust him still?
When an animal is in front of fearful energy, they have to protect,
Right.
because the pack is in danger.
Right.
So you.
Cesar is helping Caitlin, who adopted her best friend's dog, Leon, after she tragically passed away. Ever since, Leon has been aggressive to both dogs and people.
Good. So I'm gonna teach here. Here, bring him in. Leon just went after our cameraman. He's already been warned once by animal control. I'm glad I was there to stop him, otherwise it could be a big problem. So I need to address this thing right now. I'm gonna ask the cameraman to enter into Leon's personal space again. Bring him in. Good, I'm gonna give it over here. There you go. He was told not to do it. Nobody got scared. The same energy was fed again. I just addressed it and move on. After Leon attacked the cameraman when he got too close, I asked him to invade his space again. Leon started to get excited, checking his head back and forth. So I gave him a correction before he could latch out. Then when the cameraman got even closer, he remained calm. But the fact that he even tried to attack a person is really serious. I need to get Kaylan and Leon to the DPC for some intense training. So what I want to do next is I want to bring you to the ranch, where we can have other species and practice, and then we're going to do off-leash activities.
Wow,
You
okay.
know, we're gonna work with the pack.
Okay.
I think this is a perfect example with the whole entire group of people that are actually very dedicated to Leon, because Leon is a link to Lisa. I know it's easier said than done, I understand, but just to move on, to let go of the pain, not let go of the memories. Both the humans and the dog need to heal. I'm going to focus on Kaylan to get this process started, but later I'm going to make sure that Lisa's mom is also part of this. Well, I'll give you the leash to you, my friend, so you can...
Thank you so much, Cesar.
I'll see you at the ranch.
See you at the ranch.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Cesar.
Bye, dude. There's hope. Nice, look at that. Passed by a camera guy. And the camera guy is still alive. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment, and join me on my mission of better humans, better planet.